summary. Welcome to DieDragonDie presents the Demonwatch campaign, episode 14. Now that my audio is working, let's talk about what happened last game. They were still inside the book dimension. Chase found his source to becoming a trickster. The heroes battled through a magical vanguard of denizens in search for signs of Ventarin and Phi's secret page. They didn't find Ventarin after battling some weird, ink-drawn wizards in a really great fight. They were able to find a page that was left behind by the benefactor, you suspect, that allowed Phi to write into reality in the book. The first thing that he wrote was what?
And there sat Ventarin in a comfy chair, having already touched the rune.
And then Ventarin appeared, and about a third of the page disappeared. His second verse was?
And an exit opened for the heroes to leave the book.
A new rune appeared. This one was crackling white and looked benevolent. And then the last one?
And this passage out of the book would forever be open to those of goodly intent. And the book got pissed.
And then the book, or the power behind the book, got really angry at this one. Everyone exited the book and found them once again back into the normal three-dimensional world. They were in the vault where the man underneath the shroud was located. The spell that allowed them to breach the vault had worn off, so they're inside of a vault and sort of trapped there. The book had shut violently closed. They found a
almost saying get the fuck out.
They found a sigil of some sort of power behind lichdom. Not quite a god, but more powerful than a hero. The man was gone. His robe was gone. The way out was gone. A bunch of the treasures from the book are around them, including this weird chair that Ventarin had appeared in, and they're now using this to try to chip their way out of the magical vault. Chase was being a bit of a brat, and Icon had cast light upon Ventarin and cast a strength spell to try to help Ventarin in getting out.
Use Eldon's magic sword Radiance as a heavy pick.
Yes, there was a transference of Radiance, which turns into a paladin's god's favored weapon whenever it exchanges hands. So he's got this radiant heavy pick in his hands as he's picking at the ceiling. This is going to be slow going. Phi was just doing some calculations as to how much air remains in this chamber, and he's guessing somewhere between 2.5 hours and maybe 4. Given that this wasn't really a high ventilation spot to begin with, and you don't know how long, you don't know how stale the air was when the passageway was sealed. Also, on the sigil, they found that there's a small ruby in the shape of like a molar that they don't quite want to touch, and then they've got treasures at their feet. So Phi has just finished this calculation, and Phi knows with a 33 on his roll that the more you guys exert yourselves, the more air you're going to burn.
Everybody else calm. Don't go to sleep. Ventarin, please
break us out.
Make a hole. Everybody calm. Heart rates down.
Lan sits in a very weird way because he has one normal leg and one goat leg.
Right.
He's the weirdest cross-legged thing you've ever seen. It shouldn't be done like that.
Chase sits down. He's kind of looking over some of the items. What is Eldon doing? Icon will go over and sit in the corner and pray.
Eldon is just he sat down and he kind of exactly what I'm doing here. Takes his sling staff and puts it over his around his shoulder.
Okay, Ventarin's up on the chair,
meditating
away at the ceiling.
With 2 hands and power attack. And
okay, how much damage are you doing a round?
Ventaren is doing. This is a thing that I just kind of derped up. Should be 6, 12, 13, 16 damage, plus 16 plus 1d6 if we assume I roll a 3. That would be 19. 19 minus 5 is 14 damage per round. Or, sorry, minus 8. 11 damage per round.
Holy crap.
Hit like a truck. This is my job. I'm a fighter, man.
Hey, if you breathe on the ceiling, would that make it weaker?
No. It'd make it colder.
Okay, so Ventaren starts to go to town. Give me a perception check.
Ventaren's perception check. 1d20 plus 2. 6.
Okay,
5.
how about everyone
Perception
else?
check.
Yeah.
Perception check. What are we perceiving? Because we're in a small stone room with a big axe going dang, dang.
We're perceiving the sounds of hell's bells and maybe monsters on the other side. 18.
Oh, they're coming. Yeah.
Okay, 18.
I have better than that. Just give me a second.
Also, just as a thing, just generally to say, Ventaren has blind sense in case there's something invisible in this room.
Right. No, there's nothing invisible in the room. Although, thanks for letting me know.
26 for Eldon, and 29 for Lan.
Okay, Lan and Eldon hear picking on the outside.
There's someone in the outside picking. Right, I hear it as well. It's faster than Ventaren's, and it's weaker, but it's there.
Where?
We might have to fight our way out of here as well.
Perhaps it's Hadrian.
Perhaps it's demons. Right?
Perhaps it's cultists.
Eldon takes silver bullets.
Okay.
Or cold iron bullets in his hands.
Now that you guys are all listening, it sounds like it's coming from the ceiling.
It's from the ceiling. Yeah, about where you were actually digging.
Ventaren will stop for a moment to...
Okay. A little bit of dust.
Every little while, Lan's like, put your back into it, come on. Fuck you! You're doing great.
At least I will face it on my feet.
Okay, their tinking stopped for a moment. And then you could hear it continue.
Go. We're running out of air.
If it's a bad thing, we're in such a compromised position. We open up a hole and they just start dumping water in. They, oh, fuck you guys!
Entropy to death.
Seriously, fuck you guys!
Eldon just looks at... Who says that?
Oh, it's... if I was having this thought of...
Just...
What if they just thought... Oh, hopefully they're not bad.
Maybe we should pack up our goodies so we can make a good escape.
Just make sure
Yes.
just make sure you make it big enough so that a bullet of mine can go through.
Wait a second.
Does anyone have the ability to shape stone? Or soften it, or anything like that?
Stone shape, I think, is third. That's beyond
Yeah,
icon.
we don't... None of us have third circles. Except for the one
Wizard,
daylight
I think,
spell.
is even higher.
We don't have any circles here. It's just stone. Wait, I do know magic. Yes, right.
Okay, yeah, we'll carefully sort of scoop up all the stuff.
Okay.
Fi takes the book and the book he's.
We can't touch that big book either, right?
Somebody's hitting the ceiling. It's not quite as strong as Ventarin, but they might have the right tools. Dust.
Keep at it. Ventarin, keep at it. We're running low.
How is Ventarin feeling?
He has his own lay on hands.
Ventarin's fine.
Did he rest?
Oh, yes.
Cool.
Ventarin's ready for a fight. He feels invigorated.
Yep.
Ventarin doesn't quite understand where this other power came from, though. And where's the moo symbol on his neck? You said
It's on his. It's
yeah.
Left
You know that there's
butt
something.
cheek.
You know that there's something there. You haven't had a chance to go look at it in a mirror or anything like that.
All of his companions have a mark.
Are you ready there,
Eldon's
moo
on
cow?
his face.
Moo.
Uh-huh.
Did we win?
Yeah.
Good.
We got treasure and you got a chair. It's got fancy lions on it and everything. Unless
Can't-
it's a chair for dragons or kings, then you know. Hey,
Can
Chips of
Lan?
stone go flying everywhere. Chase
Lan's gonna
Chase goes
get up with
scrambling.
the spear.
It's like he was almost going to accidentally bump into the necromantic symbol and then flies down towards. He flies down towards Fi, kind of hanging off the side of your shoulder, digging his little claws into your shoulder.
Can I help? Lan gets up with his spear power attack. He's gonna try to hit with Ventarin.
Okay, a magic spear. Technically, you can chip off stone with this thing. So
I
the two
do
of you.
I do a D8 plus 13.
All right, a couple of strong guys.
Yep.
Icon at this point, when you guys seem to be making some really good progress.
Can you make me stronger as well?
Yes. This would leave me a little bit.
I will be a plus 15.
In the name of Icon, I make you, wretched Lan, Gamma Lan.
Watch the
stronger.
door.
Yeah,
Watch the door.
I will make you
Chase comes hopping, kind of skipping in front of the door, sits down, is looking at the door. He's taking you very literal.
Yeah, Lan is now going between your pick, like ting, 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 ting. Tang, tang,
Okay.
tang, tang, tang.
There's light that pokes through.
Eldon gets up and gets his sling ready and starts going. And is
are you
going
guys
to.
down there?
Who says this?
Otis?
Otis! It's
Yes?
good to hear your voice. We're stuck down here, yes. We're clearing our way. Guess air like goes.
We got your message, says a really annoyed sounding,
Adrian.
Adrian.
no, not Hadrian.
Not. Oh.
The what's his name? The Lord of the
Manor Man.
Manor.
Manor Man.
Yeah.
Bortha de Geerix. Yep.
Bortha.
Let me
yes.
put some tokens down of who's there.
Whose message?
Survivors.
I didn't realize we sent a message.
You hear your dog.
Kruger.
It's like the stories. We found a problem.
Let's get that whole lodger. The thing's about. Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind my inquiring as to the particulars of the time and date.
When's the last time you saw us?
There's a brief silence.
When did we leave the manor?
Are you now going to be hideously old?
Or young? No, wait.
You left the manor this morning?
in a day.
It's been less than a day.
And your letter arrived shortly after you left. Let's get this done.
You sent a letter to yourself? Is there two of you now?
They're now picking at the edges of the stone.
Yeah, lands.
Opening. Yeah.
I must remember to... No, I should send that letter. That's a good letter to send.
Mark, Eldon looks at you and says, mark the date and the time and the location and the star formation.
I'm free! Chase goes scrambling out in between the hits.
Put the rocks back in.
Lan looks at Ventari. I almost got him. Shit.
Hey, Chase, you dropped a gold piece.
He didn't fall for it. Shit. Ding! Ding!
Eventually they open the hole large enough that they're able to push Eldon out of the hole, and then they continue to widen it, and then...
Eldon can't do anything in this thing.
Eldon, you can see the bodies of the giant flies that you guys fought earlier in the day. It's been at least 2 days for your experience.
Is the black robot here?
The what? Sorry.
Is the robot here?
No.
Did you see any robes around? Black ones with...
No. Says Bortha as he's wiping some sweat and he's hitting some of the rocks in and.
Actually, Ventarn will start boosting out others, like probably Icon or Phi would be the skinny ones.
Yep.
There's a potential that maybe it was very bad, and the future past me might have protected us from its dangers. Or thieves took it.
Shit, there he goes again.
The man took it.
What's he blathering on about? Says Otis. As they're
we
lifting
didn't
Ventarn
actually.
out of the.
We didn't send any message or letter to you. It was apparently might be another file.
No.
around.
I will send that letter.
I guess he will. So I guess the future Phi. I don't understand you, but please just let's get out of here.
It is my future present, which would now be the future past self.
He's speaking shit again. I can't deal with this.
Does Mage Hand affect the tooth?
No. Mage Hand kind of tries to grasp the tooth and doesn't even move it.
Mage Hand grabs a stick and hits the tooth.
Len. Oh, I want the book,
Yeah.
but that's a bad book.
The book has
Shouldn't be
shut
a
and
bad
is leaning
book.
against the wall, and it there's something with the book, the way that it kind of landed and shut, that makes it feel like it's lead. It is the equivalent of magic lead at this point in time.
Which shouldn't be something we should leave around.
I agree. Something of that power. We need to.
You can now see the cover, and the cover looks like it's more organic than it is. And it looks like two hands kind of reaching in to like grab a hold of something, and the hands have got too many knuckles. And it's...
So right now, I don't know how old everybody is, but I'm imagining a big goatsy cover in 3D.
No, you should be imagining.
which we're going back. It's horrible.
Necronomical.
It's a Necronomicon. Yeah.
Klaatu, Varecta.
No way.
All right. Now.
So it's probably pretty safe.
Pretty safe. What to grab? Or to leave here? What do you mean?
Do I touch it?
Shit,
Yeah.
speak properly. We can't understand what you're saying. Hello, McFly.
You guys.
In acronyms.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I will come back for that.
It's right here. We can just grab it.
It's very heavy.
Alright. Well, do you think it's safe to grab?
I don't know. Last time we poked it, we all got sucked in.
Well, it was closed this time. Toss me a cloak or something. I can grab it and wrap it around and try to lift it. I don't
Okay.
want to touch it. It looks wet or some shit.
We'll drape it in a piece of cloth.
Okay. The book's like
Put it in-
3 feet wide, 4 feet tall, and then like 6 inches thick. It has like metal with some sort of strange leather binding over top of it. Pages are yellow and thick, but
Is
they're
Lan able to
sealed
pick
shut.
it up?
The thing weighs 400 pounds.
Lan is an 18 strength. You put full strength on him. Adam, you probably have this memorized, but probably for a lot higher numbers.
You're right. You can carry up. You could pick it up, but you wouldn't be able to move anywhere with it. It's in your take-off ground load.
Well, Ventorin.
Okay,
if
so
you
Lan
give
does
me a
not
hand with it.
disappear when he lifts it up.
It looks extraordinarily heavy.
Yeah, it is. Oh. I did that on purpose.
Good role playing.
Charisma nothing.
His tail goes.
All right.
Ventorin, if you pick it up with me, we can carry it.
I
think.
will levitate it.
Okay. Ervashniel is conjuring something called a floating disc.
You fuckers could already do this? Shit.
We'll push it. This hole is going to need to be bigger.
Okay, you chisel away around the edges of it. Bortha helps with this.
We make a toaster slot.
He's got a look on his face like, why am I out here doing this? Oh, that's why they're all...
Fi's giving him sort of this creepy look, and inside his mind he's going, "Oh, I will know the words that will convince you to come help me. I will learn what they are. Pretty certain they are to come help me. It was something better than that."
Can I see that letter? It's not plagiarism if it's my own.
Okay. We'll wedge out the big ass book.
Yeah, I'm just getting rid of the duplicate tokens that are on this map. Boop. Yeah, you guys are. If you guys are able to lift 400 pounds between Ventarn and Lan with the bull strength spells, are able to get the book out.
Yeah.
And you're able.
Oh,
to
I was going to use the levitate.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yep.
Tarandelev's scale is able to levitate it out.
We'll put on the floating disc.
Does that mean it's story time later on?
Yes, potentially.
Eldon, as he casts the floating disc, is like, did you have that one prepared? Did you learn it recently?
He actually pulls out a wand. It was with the letter.
Eldon, could you do just a little favor?
What do you need?
Could you knock the tooth out of the rune?
Knock the tooth?
There's a ruby molar that is on a sigil that looks like that.
Ooh, that's in focus.
Yeah.
Where is it? Are you on the stream?
Yeah, the sigil is...
Just don't be close to it. Just, throw a stone gently in its direction to kind of flick it off.
Hey, Chase, You wouldn't still be able to carry me, would you?
No,
Shit.
we're not in the storybook anymore.
But still.
Let's see. Chase is a tiny creature, and he's got a 9 strength.
So if he was a medium creature, he would have a 90-pound load. He's a quadruped who is tiny, so 60 pounds? 60-pound heavy load, a 20-pound light load.
Nah, you're just gonna have to sprout wings yourself, halfling.
Smiles. Sure, give me a second. So Eldon like stands in the corner, like so you can see like the whole
No,
item is here.
No. Not if you have to go inside.
No, he's above. Like above in the corner.
Oh, okay, so you'll have to be here if you want to see the rune. And
Where's the hole? Is this the hole?
this is the hole.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, you can shoot it from here then. Through
Sure.
the hole.
Okay.
What cover?
A diminutive thing. It's AC like 13.
Okay, it's basically
Don't roll 1, probably.
yeah.
That's the
pretty
reason why we
much.
picked
Give me a
you.
sec. Why are you taking forever to? That's why. Oh, there we go, Demonwatch. So, yes, is it point blank?
Sure.
Oh, right on. Okay, roll a 1. 1d20.
Is this reverse psychology?
Woohoo!
Okay.
Oh, I
yeah,
hit
you're
it.
able to knock it off. The slingstone knocks off. The thing goes flying into the room. You can't see it.
Okay.
You know, it could probably just put it on something else and take it. As long as it's not in. I guess it's
I's
not
going to
touching.
detect magic in the room to see if he can find any extraneous auras.
Okay. It has a.
It's most definitely magical. I couldn't pick it up.
The auras seem to be linked. There's this little tenebrous aura going from the tooth to the sigil. Good day, Justy Ticks.
Just see what? Sugarfoot. Nice.
Is there any way?
Proud feet.
Is there any way for us to?
I like that.
I don't want him to just like. He's going to like
What-
grow out of his tooth or
What are
something.
What are you thinking? It's just driving me crazy looking at you.
There is really bad magic there. That magic is bad. That magic is bad magic. In fact, it is terrible magic.
So shouldn't we try to destroy it then?
It is necromancy, and necromancy is bad magic, and this is a powerful necromancy, which means it's a powerful bad magic.
The last
Would you
time we
almost-
tried to reach in and fiddle with things inside this vault, we then spent the next 2 days fighting our way outside of that book, says Icon.
I will... Okay,
We need to leave, says Bortha.
yes, we
Those
need
things.
to leave.
Ah, yes. There are a growing number of undead that are wandering the streets in addition to demons, says Eravashniel.
Favorite enemy?
I understand. I know what we need to do. Ravashniel, do you know how to summon anything with thumbs?
I could summon a monkey.
So you can show me how to summon a monkey.
Yes.
Later, I will get a monkey to put the tooth in a vial of holy water. That will make me happy. It can just sit there in its holy water during the end times, knowing
Why
that
don't we
nothing
just-
could possibly sprout out because it is encased in the holiest of waters.
Why don't we just take 2 sticks and grab it, and then put it in your holy water?
Are you trying to eat noodles?
No, take 2 sticks, grab one of noodles.
Food. Very tasty.
Do you want me to just
No.
grab it already?
Now go grab it. Just go grab it. Some of the times he's right, but most of the time, look at him. And shit.
Yeah, you look pretty stupid.
All right, who's got the holy water?
Says the one-horned, lizard-faced, goat-legged, one-tailed.
Ventauran will hand chase a
Okay.
vial of holy water.
His little claws wrap around the holy water, and he goes flying into the room.
Where'd it go?
As he goes in.
There it is.
Okay. You hear an unstoppering of the holy water. Some rustling around in the room.
Gotcha.
Bing. He flaps back. He lands on Phi's body. He tucks the vial into Phi's shirt and then takes off.
Is the stone in there?
Yeah, there's a little ruby molar inside the vial of holy water.
I'm going to...
Eldon's gonna go to Kruger and get his bullets.
The
restock
holy
the
water
bullets.
vial is bubbling like an Alka-Seltzer, though.
It's like a tooth in a can of Coke.
You're gonna need more of that, I think.
We'll see. Let us go. Actually, I will use the last charge of the
I like that.
Terrandelev's token today to raise that big piece of stone
Okay.
that we had to move to get to see this thing,
Yep.
and we're going to push it over the hole that we made.
All right, so there's a scene where Lan and Ventauran, who is the mongrel folk monk played by Ahmed, and Ventauran is the dragonborn paladin. They are using ropes to pull this massive piece of stone back over the vault in the ruins of the Nyserian manor. Kind of how you left it. Pushing in some rocks from the sides, you're able to cover up the opening that leads into the Lich's vault, or someone who is trying to become a Lich. You're not sure. You've pilfered this place not only of your mythic power from the book that was penned by some madman, but you've taken the book itself. Even though it looks like it wants to remain shut, you've taken this 400-pound book that looks like it's got coverings of lead and then some sort of stretched leather with horrible hands that are clutching the top of the book. Oh yeah, and a ruby molar that is now Alka-Seltzering in a vial of holy water.
Yeah.
Bortha and Otis look really skittish.
We should probably go before more flies come. Or rocks. Or... It's been a long couple of days.
Otis looks at Eldon like he wants you to explain that, but
Later.
they
Not now.
They shrug. Bortha just looks like he's ready to leave. Strange that he'd be out here with you. Aravashniel actually grabs a hold of a small rope that is held by Otis, who is on Kruger's back. Kruger being the large riding dog, and he is coaxing his floating disc that the book and a bunch of the other treasure is on. You guys did catch that the letter came with the wand, right?
Yes.
Yep. It came with the letter.
Yep.
I experienced most of it, and I do not understand.
Let me see the letter, says Bortha. Ah, yes. The way back. And
What does it...
you notice that they passed this really old-looking piece of parchment, and it's folded, and on the back looks like there is a map, or like a route through the city.
Ooh. Might I perchance read the letter? He's saying to the rest of the people in front of him.
We need to leave, says Bortha.
Lead the way.
Okay. Bortha, being a resident of this town and a merchant as well as a noble, seems to know the town quite well. And they are picking specific paths through the town. Not the most direct route. While you do hear the odd scream or movement, you quickly get the sensation that they're picking a path that is of least resistance through the town back towards the manor. Not the Nyserian manor, but Bortha's manor. And I can show you a map. We'll go to Valdera's post Terran's Down, which is the event where demons had spilled across the barrier. The barrier was breached. As the party begins to pick their way. Which route does he take you? You guys went through this. Or you went over the side, right? He actually went around this way and then back and then picked your way through some rubble. When you got to this point here, I need perception checks. Or I could use your static perceptions if you'd like.
All right, pressure it up.
Sure, that's fine.
23.
That's near where we fought the hellhound thing.
The quill dog bodies, yeah, they're still there.
Yeah.
From the tower Indivisible, which is an invisible tower that during one of the storms apparently was damaged and it was flickering in and out of existence or in and out of sight. You notice that the tower is not flickering anymore. Why?
Is it all the way here or all the way there?
No, it's all the way there wherever it's from. It is not there. However, you do hear this slightly and strange humming noise. Almost like a reverberating noise. Like just ever so slightly on the wind, you hear this constant.
I cast see invisibility.
Okay, you're frightened with what you see. Not only do you see the tower with its strange flanges, and it's definitely there to anyone who can cast see invisibility. The tower indivisible, giving that neighborhood the weird name of dead the dead birds. But hovering about 20, 30 feet above the tower, as if it would perfectly fit into the four flanges of the building itself, is a perfectly round and ominous black sphere. And the black sphere is hovering just above the tower. And it's the thing that's making this slight humming noise. Except when you cast see invisibility and looked up at it, the humming noise stopped.
I'm not looking at you.
The sphere is so perfect that you can't tell whether it's moving or not.
Does it loom?
What's
I
that?
think it bigger or smaller. The only thing you would know bigger or smaller is the.
Yeah, it's not. Nope.
Yeah.
For a moment, you thought it was like rotating, but it seems to absorb light.
Knowledge, evil plane of annihilation ball thing.
Oh, sure. If it's a sphere of annihilation, then this thing is the biggest one ever conceived.
The plane of annihilation.
Go ahead. Knowledge
so,
Arcana DC 50.
Okay, I'm spending a mythic point to be smart. Oh, 36. I roll a 2. What's that?
You're bothered by it because you think you've seen it somewhere before, but you can't place your fingers on it.
Was it in the dream space?
No. You just get the sense that There's one word that kind of crops into your mind, but you'd need a library to confirm this, and it has to do it's visitor. Like that like all of your learning and all of the esoteric lore that you have, and it just you have this sense that it's a visitor.
You know the
Come out with it.
Come along, Fi.
the library.
Yeah.
We need those. We need those.
Otis turns around on the dog and kind of goes beside Fi and is pulling Fi along. The letter says that we shouldn't dawdle.
Move then.
Uh,
If you told yourself not to...
Fi's walking, but his head is still like he's not looking where he's going.
Yeah, he's looking at this perfectly. The thing is big. It's like 60 feet across. The humming stopped the second you completed the last syllable of your spell and observed it. Coincidence?
I think not.
They might be watching us. Yeah. This is...
No,
What if-
your ugly face.
This is what... Well... Okay, yes, forward.
Okay.
Forward.
They seem to follow a particular path that leads into this building. This building goes into the sewers, which actually finds its way conveniently to a sewer grate behind the Geerix manor.
Well, this would have made it a lot easier.
Part of the destruction of the wall perhaps caused a cave-in, or perhaps not. But they take out a grate and they put it back, and it's really well concealed. Otis actually says, "Do we put the tools back here?" Oh, we might as well take them with us now. Says,
Tools.
Yeah,
Digging
right over
tools.
here. Otis says all the mining tools were where they were, where the letter said they would be.
So, can you give us a list of everything that was brought with the letter? Or perhaps just give the letter to Fi?
the
I
letter
wonder if
is
I
divine
failed.
providence, Ervashniel says. The party members that were trapped in the vault are all like, how the hell did you send a letter to yourself or to these people saying that you'd be trapped in the vault?
With all the stuff! And the path! Broken! Too stupid to know.
Well, I don't always make mistakes. Sometimes I do things right. Obviously.
Hey.
I wonder if I failed before.
Give me a wisdom check, maybe? Or an in check? It was a couple weeks ago when this actually happened, like in real life. So,
Yeah.
Fi being a genius brainiac.
13.
Yeah. What was crucial to you guys getting out of the vault?
Crucial to us getting out of the vault?
Yeah.
Being dug out. Having the right weapons.
Having the right weapon.
Right. In whose hands?
Venturin.
I needed Venturin. If I didn't have Venturin, we wouldn't have been able to get out of there. 'Cause a
Venturin
long
was
spear-
also one of the things that you
I wished for
wished
Venturin.
for. And when you were talking to the benefactors,
I told them that it was...
the
That
old man
I-
had a hard time knowing who Venturin was.
Yeah. He didn't remember.
Huh. Didn't know who Ventarn was. Sent pickaxes to go dig us out. Ventarn never existed. Things are going to be different than what you remember.
This is where I said I might have done this before and failed.
Okay.
Things might be different now because of... Never mind. None of us know the shit.
There's an uneasy feeling that Fi has in his stomach as he's walking towards the Geerix manor, and that sphere is just hovering right above the tower indivisible.
Icon,
My friend Alpha Phi, what is it? Says Icon.
can you keep a secret?
The pause was awkward. Are you confessing to Icon your sins? Oh my goodness.
Running an experiment.
If it is an experiment with evil or darkness, then I must make it known.
Can you cast see invisibility?
Most certainly. Icon has power over all second circle spells. Thanks to the mythic path powers he took, he can spend...
But what about the paladin spell?
Icon's not one that...
Those aren't spells.
Yeah, really. He's exaggerating. But Icon, the Azamar of Palor, who has some strange connection to his religion, who claims to be from a temple that revolves around a sun, like on the corona of a sun.
He sings songs about his god with him being the person who's talking to the god.
Yep.
Yeah.
It basically, he's telling you that there are he'll keep secrets to a point.
Right. Could you cast a see invisibility spell right now?
Such spells can only be cast upon the caster.
Yeah. I want to see if you can see what I can see.
Do you see what I see? Icon is not a trained singer. He's just charismatic. He ends up using his last mythic point for the day, and his eyes grow wide, almost with awe, and then a little bit of terror as he's staring up at the top of the.
Is he looking at the tower or at the
he's
top
looking
of the
at
tower?
A great black sun. Blasphemy.
So,
Blasphemy! He yells at it and you thought you heard, like, several blocks away, something go...
that wasn't very good at keeping the secret. Okay.
What's going on?
Oh, there's just a big
Land comes
sphere.
in with a spear.
Yep.
There's a big sphere of doom over the tower indivisible.
Is it coming to us?
I don't think so, but
Then you can't do anything about it.
no, we can do something about it, just not now.
I think we should get back inside. Icon finally rips his eyes away from the sphere and then looks in the general direction of where the noise was.
Yeah.
What are you idiots doing? Says Odious. Get inside. They'll hear you.
We'll get inside.
Okay. You go back inside the Nyserian manor, and Otis, whose leg is broken from previous adventures, is riding a Kruger around, who is actually Eldon's war dog, but you've left him here to look after Otis, who is also a halfling. Otis goes and locks the door very quickly, putting a bar across it. It looks like that they've been busy boarding up windows. Like while you guys were gone, it looks like there was this considerable amount of effort of boarding up windows.
what happens?
Bortha just goes and washes his face as he tries to get some of the red dust that has cloaked the city off of himself. Eravashniel sits down after he finds the table. He just has the letter clutched in his hands. It's like closed, and you can see Phi's sigil, like mage sigil, is in the broken wax seal.
Might I look at the letter? I did write it.
Okay. On the front of the letter, it says, in your handwriting, open on the 402nd year of reign of the sovereign queen Galfrey, summer 6/8. The 68th day of summer. There are 90 days. The calendar of this world is 90 days per season, and that's basically the calendar.
It's awesome. Okay.
This was slid under our door this morning after you left. Shortly after.
Huh.
Like maybe an hour or two, says Bortha, before it was noticed.
That would have been about when we got trapped down there. And it had that wand in it.
Yes, the wand was with the picks and mining equipment.
That's an evocation wand.
Yes?
I loathe evocation.
Everyone's looking at Phi.
And how's that little bauble that you put in the bottle?
Eravashniel just slides the
bubble
letter
and
out
a bottle.
into the middle of the table.
We needed evocation.
At first we thought it was some sort of trick, but
What does it say inside the letter?
Irrational slid it into the middle of the table.
Yeah. Open it.
Okay, it is addressed to Bortha, Eravashniel, and Otis. This is... I can type out the full thing, but it basically says, we are in urgent need of your help. We are trapped in the Nyserian manor and running out of air. Follow these steps precisely, and you shall free us from our prison. And then it goes to describe the place near the door, near the way in, a specific route to take. The wand will be needed to move things that we have liberated. Take this route on the way back, and don't let, as strange as it may sound, don't let me linger too long. And it's got your mage sigil at the bottom.
Have you ever... Does anybody remember when they were like a small child and they were playing and they thought that they were alone, but then they noticed that the parents were watching them? And you really wanted to free, like you tried to leave the garden and they wouldn't let you, but you thought you could?
It wasn't necessarily what was written upon the letter That bothered us so much, says Eravashniel, who almost seems to, like, is talking to you almost like with this renewed reverence. It is what we heard in our minds when we broke the seal. Yeah. There's no way you could have known that, says Otis. Bortha's actually pouring himself a drink. There was a personalized magic mouth spell or something. Each of us heard different words, and we knew your letter to be true. There's a PS at the bottom and says, "Get your rest, then find Hadrian. He'll need your help." Or he'll need our help is the way it...
Yeah.
Okay.
I could use... I'm feeling tired. You feel tired? I'm feeling tired. It's been a long... a little bit of dream will help sort this out.
I'm assuming Hadrian won't make it back this evening. Although I'm not certain how you know these things, says Bortha.
Would it make you feel better or worse if I told you I wasn't certain?
Just the look on his face, he doesn't look pleased.
Don't worry, your secret will be safe with me once it becomes the secret that is with me. I think.
A man's faith is between him and his god, is what he says as he slams the decanter down on the table and strides from the room. Vashniel is just smiling to himself. Come along, Kruger, says Otis.
Vintarin is going to go find a piece of silver or something to look at his neck. And
oh yeah, you're able to find like a shiny mirror in the noble's home. The moo symbol kind of on your scale.
So I touched the rune.
Ah, well, the rune touched you.
Ventorin says, "Moo."
Forward.
Indeed, he does, says Icon, smiling at the joke. Eravashniel's just smiling in your general direction.
Eravashniel.
Like a stupid, boyish grin.
You mentioned before that you were a Rift Warden.
That is not something I actually mentioned. Did he? No.
I think he mentioned he passed a test to do a thing.
Yep.
Yeah, he surmised. We assumed that's what it meant, but he didn't come out and say it.
Well, I just came out and said it.
Yes, I am a Rift Warden. I was trained to be one. Although I am but a neophyte in such endeavors, and I'm afraid that most of the teachings of our school have been stolen by demons or the destruction that they've wrought, I will do my best to continue in such a path. And he's rocking back and forth, smiling like an idiot.
Once we figure out the whole sight thing, I think I can help you with that.
He does not look surprised.
we can discover or rediscover or, together.
I look forward to it.